well, but he's just not a teacher. Black people now want to be taught. They don't want to be just spoken to. They want to learn something now. They want to clear the smoke.
So what is his purpose?
You have to ask him that. You can't ask me what his limit is a fire concept. You have to go to him and ask him that.
What up? What up, people? But the episode, we get started a little bit late today, but we in here though. Another great Sunday. Sunday, soul day. Peace and love to the audience, man. Peace and love to everybody in the comments. Peace and love to the chat. Another master cipher Sunday with the high priest himself. Peace and love, good brother.
Hey, we in the building, baby.
Hey, man, we here.
Yeah.
We are here.
Excited,
we in the
man.
building.
Let's make some great things happen.
Tell the people who you are for those who may not know or the first time checking out this dope ass episode. Tell them who you are.
Well, I'm the high priest Antoine, man. I'm just here to help you to identify the energy in your name so you can know what was the real reason you came back to planet Earth by solving that spiritual contract you signed up for. Believe it or not.
Hey, believe it or not. So, spiritual contracts. What is a spiritual contract? I mean, you know, it sounds self-explanatory, but I want people to understand what is a spiritual contract.
Well, people have, we've been, I mean, you ever see the movie The Matrix and they unplug you? When Neo was inside that embryo sac, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like all your memory is inside that water. But as soon as you come up out that water, you lose all memory. And what you didn't understand was there was a lot of information that was downloaded into your physical existence to help you to get back to what this spiritual contract was all about. So you signed up for something a long time ago before you became a physical being, and you're here to fulfill it. The thing is that it's like taking a test. You can't look at the answers.
Damn. So when people tell young kids, he's been here before. Hold on. And when somebody suggests somebody should get a past life regression, are all these things I just mentioned referring to that same state of reference of spiritual contract? Kind of like you've been here before, last lifetime, Erykah Badu, next lifetime. Are you telling us that we are reincarnated to come back and we have to try to recall some type of cognitive energy from a past life? Wow.
Yeah. You basically see, this is the crazy part. No one tells you how important your name is from a spiritual perspective. Nobody tells you this. Nobody tells you how much information is inside of that name. Now I know we've already talked about we're going to go reference back to the Bible, right? 2 Corinthians 3:6 tells us that you're not supposed to go by the letter, because the letter killeth, but the spirit is what gives it life. So with that being said, is that you need to understand that you need to get into the spiritual language of who you are and not into the physical language. Because the physical language will always put us under a spell.
Interesting point. And last time we mentioned it, we also talked about that creative spirit or the creative energy that we're mentioning that is attached to the name that was in the creation of Genesis chapter 127 when I was demonstrating on Adam Kadmon or the primordial man, which is kind of the teachings of the Kabbalah and Kabbalistic teachings, Gematria. It comes to the Arabic, it's called the Abjad, understanding the faculties of the letters. And a lot of Christians will tell you that there's power in the name of Jesus. Could we Gematria the name of Jesus real quick? Because I want to explore that power.
Well, I could
Go
tell
ahead.
you the root is it's an 11 energy. So it's a massive spiritual energy.
Wow.
So basically, so let's just keep in mind, right? Let's look at this point real quick. We got a negative, we got a positive, right? What happens if you separate those two? You know, Minister?
You'll have two equal parts. I mean, it's a negative and a positive. They reach a state of equilibrium, wouldn't they?
Well, let's look at something more demonstrable, right?
Okay.
What happened with the Nagasaki and Hiroshima?
Oh, the atomic bomb. They split the atom.
They split the atom. So what happens when you split the atom? You split negative and positive. If you split those two, you get an atomic bomb.
Wow.
So what's interesting is that you bring up the Jesus concept is that there's a negative and positive to everything. You can't have one without the other. And if you separate them, you get an atomic explosion every time. So to understand Gematria is that you have to accept both sides of the coin. And that's what Gematria is trying to explain to you. Trying to explain, hey, just because you like it on this side, just know that there's another side to that too. And you have to respect both. So I always give a great example, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always use this concept of this thing called water, right? What's the positive side to water?
I was reading comments. You said the positive side to water?
Yeah, what's the positive side to water?
Shit, I don't know.
It can hydrate you. It can clean you, right?
Oh, I thought you mean like positive, negative charm. Like shit, I don't know. I don't know the molecular makeup of water, other than H2O. I don't know the molecular.
You're thinking too deep. You're thinking too deep.
I am. Because we in water. I don't want to drown.
You're right.
It can get deep.
You're a Navy man, right?
Well, yeah.
So
and I'm a water sign too. So I'm just
there you go.
Yeah.
So we always got to understand water is meant to be wet. But the positive side to water, it will hydrate you. You can take a shower when you need to clean off. But the negative side to it is it'll drown your ass if you want to be stupid enough to go deep out to the sea.
Facts.
Or it'll flood your house during the storms. These are the negative sides to it. So the thing is that what you got to understand about yourself is that you got to understand both sides in order to atone to who you are and what you make up on this existence for yourself. So these are the things that are very important to pay attention to. Now, I was going to go over tonight the concept of, Gematria is really just talking about, phrases, words, and things of that nature and what it means. Because there's multiple words that mean the same energy. That's on the same frequency, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of examples so that y'all can identify how this actually works for you in this perspective. So most of people are more concerned about relationships and finances, you would say, right? So we're going to look at relationships because everybody wants to have a love life, right? And everybody needs finances to sustain that love life, right? So, in understanding this, there's three of the same type of energies that you will be able to identify with, where you can see how it plays a huge part in these two perspectives of relationship and finance, right? Uh, what is a relationship? We say relationship is about love, right? But the thing is that what is finances? Finances is talking about money, right? And then when we bring those two together, it's also talking about doing business. Now, usually when I'm talking to an audience, and when y'all be able to identify these three things. So the thing is that these three phrases here come to a certain particular type of energy. So now this is Gematria. So now when we tie what energy is tied to, then we get into the numerology. So now the numerology tells us that love, money, and business come to the same energy, which is the 9. Now, let me ask y'all a powerful question. What is the maybe top 3 things that causes divorces? Put it in the chat. What are the top 3? Or one, I should say one of the top 3 things that causes most divorces. Let me see if we got a master students in tonight. What do you think the top one of the top 3 reasons for divorce? M.O.I.
My bad. Oh, it's gonna be the finances.
It's always gonna be the money, right?
Yeah.
But I thought it was about love.
Well, having money makes love a lot easier.
It makes it easier.
Although the Bible says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil."
Well,
the love of money is the root of all evil.
And that's what causes divorces.
The love of money.
When you love when you love it for all the wrong reasons.
Yep.
Right.
It's
But the
facts.
crazy part is love, money, and business is the same energy. It's the same. So it's telling you can't have love without money, and you can't have money without having a business. Somebody look it up to just fact check me. You could do the numerology on this. It all comes to the same energy, which is 9. 9 means completion.
Oh, right? It's the highest number.
9 is completion. So what's so interesting about the 9? When I talk about these 3 things here, love, money, and business, what do these things have in common that most people use? I ain't gonna give it away. But what do most people use when they have all 3 of these things in place? Or a guy or a woman or a guy says, "Yo, I love you though," and she all upset like, "You ain't nothing. You cheated on me. Why would you do that?" But I love you though. What is he trying to do?
I don't know, because we all have been there before.
I know. You know what it is. But I love you though. So again, I'm going back to 2 Corinthians 3:6.
Right.
It says what? Don't go by the letter, because the letter killeth. So when I say I love you after I did some infidelity, what am I trying to do now when I say I love you?
I don't know. You got me stumped on that one. I don't know.
I'm trying to manipulate your emotions.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
So these three things right here is about controlling another person's emotions. I could control you through love, I could control you through money, and I control you through the business. This is what the non-energy is talking about. Right? So some of y'all got nines in your name. So if in your name, if you got a R and an I in your name, you have done some type of manipulation to control people's emotions.
I'm coming.
Oh, you heard it, right?
Yeah. My bad, man. Oh.
No, it's all good. That was confirmation. But look at your name now. And this is this free game right here. This is free game, guys. This is the type of stuff I train people on, help them to study, understand, so you can get this information so nobody can pull no woolly bobos over on you and stuff. So when you're dealing with somebody by the name of, Ricky, or somebody by the name of India, or somebody by the name starts with an R to I, or there's an R to I in certain positions in the name, right?
Okay.
So let's look at this. Let's look at business for a minute, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an I right there in business, right? So,
right.
So we know the B is a 2, we know the U is a 3, and the S is a 1. But here go that I, which is a 9. And I'm gonna let you guess this one. And this is interesting. So if I got a 9 in the 4th position. Now I know y'all don't know what 4 means. Somebody might know what it means, but I know you don't know what it means, and I'll just give you a hint. And I'm gonna help you become a numerologist. I already told you what the 9 does, right? So if I already told you what the 9 does, I'm gonna tell you what the 4 does. The 4 is talking about work. So if a person is operating on the unrighteous side, what type of manipulation are they doing? M.O.I, I know you got it. Put it in the chat. If they got a 9 in the 4th position.
Okay, here's right. You're saying if the 9 is in the 4th position.
And the 4 deals with work. But you already know what the 9 is. What does that explain to you?
The hard worker?
Yeah, they work hard, but what are they working hard at with the 9?
Money?
Okay, so they working hard with the money, right? Or they working hard for love, or they working hard for business. Got it.
Yeah.
It's simple. Once you know what the positions mean, and then you understand what the energies in those positions mean, you can be able to determine and dictate what to expect from an individual you meet for the first time. Because usually when we go up to people for the first time and you introduce yourself, you say, hey, my name is Johnny, and this person is Monique, or whatever the case may be. Off the rip, you already should be starting to think like, okay, what kind of person this is? This will be able to tell you what type of energy I'm dealing with, right? Because you don't care about the name too much. You're trying to figure out what's the numbers or the spirit behind those letters in her name to determine how you should deal with this person.
So long. I think we got a name in the chat. Somebody put a name in the chat already. I think I seen one. So I was tripping. Where's it at? Oh, okay. Now he's still asking about the Jesus name. I got it. Never mind. He was asking, put it on the screen real quick. He said, can you see the Gematria on Jesus' name when he was a baby Emmanuel with the I. Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, they call him
oh,
Emmanuel.
oh yeah. Well,
Emmanuel is a powerful name, though. I know it already.
very, very powerful.
Yeah.
But these are people that can see into the future because obviously this is he was able to manifest things on a grand scale. That's why he was so. These are humanitarian people. They love to do things for people. But
Wow.
this is the gematria that comes in within that particular name, even if their name starts with a 9. This is the gematria, right?
Hmm.
Because wasn't Jesus doing business too?
Yep. He's in business of saving lives.
So
I only come for my lost people.
right. So the concept to all this is that to helping you to understand that when we do the gematria, when we're talking about these different phrases and names and things of that nature, you just know that they're all adding up to a certain particular energy to tell you more of the story. So this is how you're able to see. For me, I'm like a savant when it comes to this type of stuff. Like, you ever met a savant or heard about savants? They just crazy with numbers. That's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just start putting these pieces, even though this doesn't make sense to me, right? But I'll make a sentence out of it because it's all part of this one particular energy and the details of it, and it tells me a whole different story about you and everything else, and then everything else is just a download after that. So, with that being said, this information is what's going to help you to tap into other people and help them to identify what are they here for. But then it gets even more crazy because guess what? Guess what I throw on? I throw a little astrology on it, right? I throw the astrology on it. So when I throw the astrology, guess what I'm throwing with it? The planets. Got to throw the planets on there, right? So yeah,
let's do one. Let's do a name.
Who's that?
I mean, I think this scenario-based information is great. The hyperboles are great. I think they need to see it. David Lee Crawford III.
David Lee Crawford III. Oh, I see it too. So, that's why Crawford. All right. So, let's get into it. I'm gonna break it down, and this is so that y'all can understand how I'm thinking. I'm giving y'all a glimpse into my mind real quick. So, one of the first things I want to break down first is 2 things. When I look at his name, the first thing I want to look at is what does he lead with? So I throw 1 up there, right? Second thing I want to look at is where his emotions are at. His emotions in the second position. So remember, I'm looking at 1 and 2. 1 and 2 tells me about your mother and your father. This tells me what type of father you had in your life, right? This is a father that was very structured and organized and disciplined, which causes you to become very structured, organized, and disciplined. But this energy right here don't trust much. If you're not trying to show that you bring in some type of leadership quality that is demonstrable, that I can see with my own 2 eyes, because these Davids, they got to see it with their eyes. Or they got to get the picture right here in their head. Because if they don't get the picture in their head that you know how to lead, they don't even play with you. They don't even look in your direction. So you better be able to bring the most demonstratable, proven aspect to showing them exactly how you're able to do what you do, and you better be able to outwork them too. These Davids, what they respect anybody that can work side by side or outwork them. So, what makes me say that? Because he got the structure in his first position. This man be at war. It's a war going on with this guy. This guy right here, he be at war with people trying to change him or tell him what to do. But this guy does not trust anything unless it has structure and order tied to it. And if you cannot demonstrate it, it is crazy. He ain't even touching it.
What is it? That's right.
No, but this is a powerful dude, though. These guys right here got above average intelligence. This man is dangerous. And then what makes it even worse, nobody talking about that fool with that 9.
Yeah.
We just demonstrated that, right? Well,
Yeah.
guess what? This man will manipulate you through his work.
Wow.
Yo, he'll work so hard, he'll work and grind so hard that he'll control you through his work ethic. He's like, all right, now watch I show up early. Watch I leave late. Watch this. Cause he really trying to put on, like, it's mind control for him.
Damn.
But
that's crazy.
What makes him even more dangerous is that it's not even just mind control. He got a 22. He got a master builder energy. He see things on a global scale, so you definitely can't play with him. He's a very complicated man to deal with because he don't need to get no sleep. This man stays up. He's a workaholic.
Ready,
prepared to go in. Dangerous.
All right, hold on. Hey, listen, David Lee, hit that email below, man. Hit the email below. Shoot me an email. I'm gonna send you a link to get your own personal reading, and it's like 2 or 3 hours sessions with the brother going in, and this ain't even started. He's only like what? How many letters?
This to wrap him up real quick. This guy will turn chaos into order. Dangerous. You put him in a chaotic situation, he gonna come in there and he gonna start putting people like, yo, stop playing. I'm gonna put you in this full notion.
Yeah.
It's going down.
But look though, let's at this comment. She said, I guess Rose Reed said, I have never heard of this divination.
Divination? I don't think it's a divination. I don't throw bones. I don't throw shadows. That's a divination. This is
here we go.
Rose Venus Reed Bay. Rose Reed, is that the name, or is that the name you adopt?
Right. We're looking for your birth name.
We gotta go what's on that birth certificate. I'm not saying that's not your name. I just want to make sure we know.
Her birth name is Rose Venus Reed May.
Okay. I ain't trying to fit nobody. You know us in the conscious community. You know us, we coming out with the
Kwame Ture.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey brother, Davis just said he's definitely gonna hit the email. He said you on point with that.
Bro, because that dude, he on a whole nother level, man. And if he knows more about what he dealing with. Crazy. anybody. This for anybody.
Right.
Anyway, Rose, what's
There it is.
Rose Reed?
Rose Venus Reed Bay.
Venus. They go another Venus, another V with that 22. You see that right there? Another dangerous individual. But guess what though? She got that 1-9 in the beginning. So you already know. See, these type of people, even though she has a sensitive place for her family, but her family doesn't think that she does enough for them. You see what I'm saying? Because people with this type of energy, they go out and build resources on top of resources and connect and do all these powerful things, right? But the challenge is that they family don't feel like they doing it for them, or they family don't feel like they spending enough time or putting enough energy into their children, relationships, the family, whatever the case may be, because this energy can come off as it being selfish, right? So her energy is what she has to do is explain to her family, listen, just follow my lead and you can tap into all of my resources. Of course, I'm going to do for everybody else, but I'm actually doing it for y'all so that when y'all go out in the world and mention my name, you good. Oh, Rose is your mom's? Oh, Rose is your wife? Oh, Rose is your sister? Oh, yeah, that's my girl. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, come on. The family might not make you think you're doing nothing for them. They be like, yo, you like, I don't know if you got children or not, but I'm just using an example. She like, wow. But just using an example, it's like, yo, Ma, you don't spend enough time. You ain't putting in as much energy as you and everybody else. But they don't know you setting up resources for them. They just not paying attention. They just looking at your actions, but they ain't looking at the seeds you done planted for them, so that they can go ahead and eat off that harvest. They don't even know about that. But you gotta let them know. Again, this energy right here. This is an energy that don't like to be told what to do. Straight hard-headed.
Damn.
Straight hard-headed. So I look, I ain't trying to put your business out there. You go ahead and hit the email. Cause I could go in on you right now. I ain't even gonna do it to you, you know. It's all love.
Yeah. Hold on. Don't do it. We got another one.
Yeah. Shanella. Ooh, so powerful. That's an energy right there. You don't want to play with, boy. Wait, what I saw the name of? I don't know. You still up there? Let me put
it's up there.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat at the same time. Okay. Is that 2 L's? What an A? Shanella Smith? Oh my goodness. Miss Smith. First of all, Miss Smith, you already in the first 3 positions alone. SHA. You walk into a room, you make everybody uncomfortable, and nobody want to play with you because you all about the competition. She coming in to compete, even if it's what you got on, if the outfit she wearing, if it's the business deal, if it's the job, if it's anywhere, she turning it into competition. And she always think they talking about her, but they not talking about you. This is that you stay in a competitive mindset. Why? Because guess what? You're so aggressive for the things you want out of life, it ain't even funny. Like, I ain't gonna say that for me. But anyway, this girl right here, She be plotting, strategizing. Good things come to her when she by herself, but she could live in her head too long to the point where she stopped procrastinating, then opportunities begin to pass her by. You got to get out your head and trust into the process. And the only reason you get into your head is because there's something emotional going on, and you feel like somebody is out to,
Wow.
I don't want to say do you wrong, but you think somebody plotting against you. If nobody's plotting against you, it's you plotting against yourself because you deal with a Gemini energy, and it's always you versus yourself all the time. I mean, this girl dangerous, bro. I don't names like that, boy. I ain't never scared, but I'm just telling you, this right here, you don't want to play with. Like the vibe on this, Lord have mercy. Go ahead and move to the next name before I get crazy. Go ahead, because I feel I'm getting hot.
All right, I got you. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, that girl dangerous. Yeah, Philip. Philip is wild. Philip a wild boy. First of all, Philip's like to dominate relationships.
Make sure I hit that email, man. Hit the email.
She
Hit
was
the
like,
email. Let me
oh,
send you a link.
Thank you. Philip. What's it? Philip.
They testifying over here, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
Philip
Nicholson.
Philip Nicholson. I mean, you see those eyes in his name? We got an eye. We got an eye in the third, and we got an eye in the 4, 5, and the 6. Yeah, and 6. So, so this gentleman, see, you got to be careful, right? And be careful because this person likes to put their mates on a pedestal, and by putting them on a pedestal, that means that they will do for them out of their own sacrifice. That even comes to family, friends, people, things of that nature. Asking him for a favor or anything whatsoever, he'll do it at the drop of a dime. Even take his shirt off his back to give it to you. This is how good-hearted this individual is. But very smart, very intelligent, very skillful and able to leverage things and opportunities and things of this nature. This person is you gotta be very conscious of, again, not to, how can I say, you gotta be conscious not to stay in your head too long. Even though you find joy, peace, a whole world you can create and things of that nature, the best thing for these type of people to do is to get a notebook and write down their ideas, write down their thoughts, write it down. Because the more you write it out, the more it will manifest the way you want. It's not going to manifest from your head until you put it on paper. These people got to put things on paper. Whatever you don't put on paper, it don't manifest. It just stays in your head because it never gets to really see the light of day through the reality of the white paper.
The email's at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Scrolling. You guys can see it. It's the MOI podcast at gmail.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's the marquee that's scrolling by right there at the bottom of the screen. That's the email. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Good. Yeah. So again, he's a dangerous cat because he say things to get a reaction out of people, and it's the reaction that turns them on. And that type of the reaction he be trying to get, he embellishes or it goes to an extreme level to prove a point. And going to that extreme level to prove a point, that's how he gets people to believe in what he's saying. Like, especially people that are close to him or family members or things of that nature. But these people right here is so dangerous, or good dangerous, if they use it righteously. But unrighteously, these people are your military. These are your military strategists. These people know how to attack. These people go deep, deep into the research of things. They are good at acting. These are the best actors right here because they will study, research, and practice until they get to perfection. But we all know perfection is the trap. And once you get into the perfection of things, you automatically create a blockage. So, with that being said,
Hit the email, Phil.
pay attention.
Hit the email. We have Nathan Patterson. Nathan seems like a very reliable name. He seems very reliable.
No, that picture he got up there looks reliable. That's what you see.
He's like a reliable. That's like a reliable name.
Well, the thing about the Nathans, right, is that these people are very pressed about their self-image, right? It's the self-image that's very important to him. This is a very guy. He has to be clean. It has to be fun. But this guy requires his freedom, right? He doesn't like anything. He doesn't like nobody trying to smother him. This man can get interested in things, fall in and out of love with things and things of that nature. But this person definitely has a zero tolerance for disrespect. Like it's almost it's hard to put, but anytime you disrespect this particular type of energy, or if he feels that because he can pick up language, or he could pick up the tone in words. Like he sees the subliminal messages in words because of how he is so sensitive to communications. His communications of others that are communicating to him.
That's crazy.
He can actually see and know exactly what you're saying without you even saying.
He's salesman.
Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, definitely a salesman. Definitely a salesman. Yeah, he said wow already. Yeah, oh yeah. So the thing is that people like this, they'll never have a problem with money. This man is good at structuring his money, his finances. Very definitely wants. This is the man that can afford my services. Go ahead and hit the email.
Hit the email, Nate. Email at the bottom of the screen scroller, man. The M.O.I podcast@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Listen, shoot me an email, and I'll send you the link.
He got that money. That guy he staying with his money right.
Send me an email, and I'll shoot you the link to get you a full session. Nate, hold on, got another one. Robert Kennedy Johnson.
Robert Kennedy. Yeah, I always tell you about these Roberts, right?
Yeah.
Is it Robert or just Robert? Oh, it's Robert.
Robert, yeah.
Yeah, this is the man right here. Like this man got 11, 22, and 33, all in his name. He got all three masters. I want to sit down and talk to you, because this guy right here, he's far removed from all this. Like this guy's he's tapped into the source. He is connected. He can teach us things. These are what you call the light bearers, or the light bearers. These are the light bearers. They came back to volunteer. Again, remember the art's talking about a humanitarian. Well, guess what? He's the volunteer to come back and share information, knowledge, and wisdom, spiritual healing, building relationships, building things together, putting it all together for the purpose of advancing mankind, or just advancing the lost souls that are out here. This guy right here, you can sit down and ask him any questions, and it don't matter what comes out of his mouth. It is right. It's crazy. It's crazy how right they are. And it don't make sense to you because it seems like far-fetched. But trust me, listen to these type of people, because these type of people, they know things that we can't even imagine. And it's wild. And you know, we don't have no idea how he got to control his sensitive side. Like, it's
Wow.
crazy. He has to fight every day not to freaking explode or control his emotions because of how tapped in he is. So this guy is different. Like, this is a different type of guy. We're dealing with a light bearer. These guys are here to bring real light, real information from a different plateau, a different realm, dimension, different. Who else we got? Tell them to tap in, man. Give us a call, man. We want to sit down and talk to some more Robert.
So you see his name, right? Felicidio Santino Castellano. Santo Castellano.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the only reason the Castellano, or if I'm saying that right, Cassiano. Cassiano. There we go. Cassiano. Not bad.
Did I skip that? I didn't skip that. Anyway, hold it up there for me. What?
Rob Johnson said facts. He said facts.
Yeah. Yo, tap in. Call. Give me a
Hey,
call.
Rob, hit that email, bro. Hit the email at the bottom of the screen, man. M.O.I podcast@gmail.com. All y'all shoot me an email tonight, and I email y'all the link, man, to get your own little session going. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of light work right now. He just kind of giving you the brush, but like it's like a 4-hour jam, man. And he go in on it. So hit him up on the email. What say ye about this though? Castellano. Cassiano.
Good Lord.
International with it. Come on now.
Yo, Felicito. First of all, again, he got those eyes in there. I'm gonna just keep pointing this out so that y'all can, because as we go on, y'all will understand like how important this energy is, because most people don't talk about this energy only because it's very interesting. You got to be careful, because this is what certain political parties like to base their political position on. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into politics. But 9-9. So again, this person right here, again, this is a person that puts their mates before themselves. Like they worship the ground that they mates walk on because of how intense they are for family. And the purpose of cultivating family is through their other half. These people right here are just really excited about being in tune with family as well as being able to be creative. These people love the arts. They love good fragrances. These are very self-expressive people. They see things into existence through their self-expression, but these people are also great at communicating, putting things into artistries and work. They got a good word game that'll have you on the floor going either crazy laughing or have you going crazy dumb because of how skillful they are with the communication skills and their language and stuff like that. This person possesses an above average intelligence. This man probably got multiple degrees or multiple certifications or multiple, just loves information and knowledge and wisdom all day, every day. Like these people right here, these are your these are your fashion designers. I want to say fashion designer, artists, work, whatever it may be, dealing with some type of decor or something dealing with the aesthetics. Like you go into his closet is probably crazy with the designs and walk-in closets, all that crazy stuff, because these people really see themselves in a different way than most people do. They express themselves through their physical arts or visuals. These are very visual people. So again, this person is on a different level of expression. He can express things in all different forms, shapes, and fashion. I hope that answers the question. Tap in. Let's get the email because we need to get that locked in. But that's a good one right there. Family is very important to this person. Very important.
Another, we got George Anthony Aaron, George Anthony Arrington. I think you said something about the Anthony last time too.
Well, you know, George is definitely a good person to really flex with because these people are they tie themselves to really being like they don't look to make mistakes. Like these people, you cannot push them into doing anything unless they research or practice it first. Like they don't go on stage, they don't do anything off the rip. These people, these are not just spontaneous people that just want to be like, haha. No, these people plan, strategize, cultivate, ask questions. They go back into the research. They check in. They see what other people have done in the past. Like these people they stand on truth, wisdom, and knowledge and intelligence. These people are very smart when it comes to putting certain types of things together, especially for themselves or others, because people do not like to be embarrassed. They do not like to be caught doing something wrong or making a mistake because of how it is because of the principles that they are built with. Like this is an energy that deals with having the right partnerships. They don't even like making wrong mistakes with partners or having the wrong partnership. And if they do, they'll just go ahead and put it into it because they realize they made a mistake and they just have to go and do it better the next time over and stuff like that. But it definitely does something to how they choose to move forward in life. Even if they've been, what can I say? Even if they've been told the wrong things and they know they've been told the wrong things and they figured out that they were told the wrong things, most people like them will be considered outcasts because of how they think out on a different level than what they've been trained to believe. So they have a different belief system. This belief system is talking about making sure that it stands on truth, and they don't care what religion you think you are. If it don't stand on truth and I can't demonstrate it or prove it, it don't make sense to me.
Right.
So that's your George. But look, he got a 9-2 in the fourth position, right?
Okay.
It's a healthy guy. He gonna go to the extreme level to make sure that you believe him. And
Hold
sometimes
on.
he'll use a little form of mind control to do it. I'm just saying.
We got another one. Henderson.
Ranella. First of all, Ranella. So again, we got that all in the first position. This is enough. This is one I was talking about before with the young lady having the issues with family, right? Family does not. Family feels like you're not putting enough energy or time into the family, or they feel like that you're doing more for others than you should for your own family. This is what it's talking about here and stuff like that. But again, you got to let your family know. Listen, I didn't put all this work in because these are the resources I've created for you. So you could tap into my resources of what I've done. So most of the time, what your family might not understand is that you've already been planting seeds for them to harvest off of, but they don't see it that way because you ain't been explaining to them that way. They see you going to get X, Y, and Z degrees, or they see you getting certified, or they see you going up a position and stuff like that. But also, you got to be careful because this energy right here, you could possibly be disabling the people around you by stealing the opportunity for them to do it for themselves. So when you don't let people do it for themselves, or you don't let your family do it for yourself, and you're always doing for them, you're stealing their opportunity to grow. So now what happens unconsciously to you, you're unconsciously having them eat out of the palm of your hand because you won't let them fall and get up on their own. Every time they fall, you keep picking them up. And they know that you'll always be there to save them. So that causes them to have resentment against you because of how you've been spoiling them to not be able to understand how to fall and get up on their own, because you keep picking them up. This energy is these people with these type of energy, you really got to know what this means on a different level. Because you may think you're always helping somebody, or you might think, oh, I was just helping, I'm just helping, but you're stealing the opportunity for them to do it for themselves.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, tap in. She need to tap in, man. Get that email, because
Hey, once again, man, the email at the bottom of the screen, y'all.
it's crazy.
Excuse me. What's gonna happen is shoot me an email, and I send you over the link to do your own private booking. I'm gonna also send you a discount code too, for that booking, like a coupon code for that booking. But hit the email address, the M.O.I podcast@gmail.com. I'll shoot you the link. Go ahead.
We give them a 10% discount through the M.O.I code.
Got it. Cassiano, just email me. I got your email. It's really that easy, y'all. I mean, just shoot the email over. I'll send you the link. Click the link. Book your own private session at your own discretion, whatever the case is. Those readings will be private, though. You know what I'm saying? That's those readings fall under HIPAA. So
yeah, you don't want it to be live on this channel, because I guess into some real stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But again, what you got to understand is that what this is really talking about is the opportunity for you to really correct what has gone wrong in your life. Like I've always shared before, is that what we don't know is that the reason we're not going by our names is because we've been sabotaged from our parents. Our parents.
Okay. Then hold on.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Please go in on that.
I'm about to flex. I'm flexing right now.
Please explain what you just said. It's important.
So you see this upside down triangle. Let's just say this upside down triangle is your subconscious mind, right? Everybody knows, or if you didn't know, the subconscious mind is responsible for recording information, but the type of information it records is traumatic and repetitious information. So if you have something traumatic happen to you, it's been recorded to your subconscious mind. And if you have done something repetitively over time, it gets recorded to the subconscious mind. That's the only two ways that things get recorded into this particular area of your life. Now, the interesting thing is that we have parents, right? We got a mom and we got a dad, right? What we may know or may not know is that we are the genetic makeup of our parents. And anytime you are a genetic makeup of another being, you also take on the essence or the DNA, as well as the trauma or the repetition of those two particular beings, which is your mother and your father. So if your mother had went through some trauma before she had you and caused something crazy, she downloaded that trauma into her DNA. Now it's a part of her existence. As well as your dad. If he's gone through something in his life before he had you, traumatically, anything it may be, you can think of any crazy imaginable traumatic situation that could take place, a car accident, some heartbreak, some real traumatic things, right? That gets downloaded into their DNA. Then what happens is Your mother and your father come together with that DNA, and then they make you. Boom. Now you being made, the first time you experience trauma is in your mother's womb. Because whatever your mother felt while she was carrying you in those, in that essence of water that we were all floating in, that water has information in it. And that water tells a great story, and we float in that water. And if it's traumatic water or acidic waters, we too absorb that same acidicness. And the first time you get to experience trauma is in your mother's womb. So, as you were born, over time, you keep asking yourself as you get older, why does the same things keep happening to me over and over and over again? Why does these reoccurring situations keep taking place? Because your subconscious mind is responsible for your law of attraction. You cannot attract anything better other than what's in that subconscious mind, because that subconscious mind is a transistor or a translator of vibration that goes out into this universe that says, hey, keep giving me that trauma. I deserve that. So the key is to find out what that trauma is and then be able to eliminate it on the cellular level. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to find out, how do I take you back to a past life and find that first time you've ever experienced trauma? Well, the first time you've ever experienced trauma was in your mother's womb. Guess what? I go and take it away. And then once I take that away, all this falls out. Because the first time you experience trauma, those things can't stand on it no more. Because the first time they was experienced, we took it away. Now, what happens to your subconscious mind after we take all that trauma out? What do you think you could do then? You could probably do anything. Absolutely. So, with that being said, this is the real true importance of being able to live your life on purpose through understanding how to remove these traumatic situations. Any questions, comments, or challenges? Look
Yeah,
at
we got
Wanda.
another name.
Wanda,
Wanda
like,
Ivana Hill.
Wanda was like, just read my name. Wanda like, nah, just read my name real quick, because I know I ain't tripping. First of all, Wanda, nobody understands this about you. You could play a good mean mind game for people. And the reason that is because what happens is that people like you don't like to go to sleep. And it's hard to be, how can I say? People like you work so hard, but the reason you work so hard is because you keep changing things up. You got to learn how to keep things, you got to learn how to commit, right? And the way you got to commit is through not changing things up so aggressively, because you could fall in and out of love with things, but but you stay connected to things that are not serving you any good because of all the changes you've been experiencing through your life. And because of those changes, it's hard to maintain the foundation that you're looking to stand on. Even though you are able to figure things out, you still are having trouble with making commitments in areas that you know that you should commit to. And because of those non-commitments, you've been not executing or having or living the type of lifestyle that you truly desire to live. But the reason is because you got to understand, you're designed to be free. You're not supposed to work for anybody. You're supposed to work for yourself. And because you don't know that, or you may know that, you still struggle because of the conditioning that you were made to believe that you got to go out here and make it happen, whatever the case may be. But it's going to be about your level of commitment. And your level of commitment is that you'll be able to understand exactly where you're supposed to be. And don't be so aggressive. And again, control your emotions. It's your emotions that causes you to go in and out of things.
Damn. She's emotional. And I can't let go. Call
Let's
Thomas
go.
ass. Call Thomas ass.
Call Thomas
Damn.
on. I'm sorry. I try not to put this information out there, man.
But they need to know. They know what they're getting into when they hit the email, man. So hit the
sorry,
email at the
man.
bottom of the screen, man. Hit the email. All y'all.
It's hard. It's like when the energy starts flowing, it's just be. I be trying to just chill out, but you know. He said, good.
Okay. And see, as y'all can see, man, my man ain't playing no games at all. This is the high priest, man. Quantum mind print in the building. Be sure to hit that email, get your own private booking.
So
your own private booking going.
Let's go to another phase real quick, because I don't think I touched on this one. Right? You may have heard me say it before, but again, it's the karmic debt. Y'all gotta understand this. This is karmic debt. It's a lot about challenges and issues, man, because if we don't understand how this actually works, and I'm gonna give you a quick class, real quick. I'll help you to understand this real quick class on it, right? So I'm gonna just use a name like John Mike Smith or something, right? Right? So in the karmic debt is based off of what you don't have in your name. And there's one through 9. 1 through 9 is the numbers, and I'm looking to see what numbers you don't have 1 through 9. So when I look at a John Mike Smith, I'm looking at, okay, he's got a 1 that tells me, does he have a 2? He's got a 2 right here. Does he have a 3? No, Mike doesn't have a 3 in his name. So that's his first karmic debt, right? So I'm looking for the 4. Does he have a 4 in his name? Yeah, he got a 4 right here. Does he have a 5? Yes, he has a 5. Does he have a 6? Yes, he has a 6. Does he have a 7? No, I don't see a 7 in his name, right? Does he have an 8? Yes, he has an 8 right there. And does he have a 9? Absolutely. So his karmic debt is 3 and 7. If you don't know what numbers you don't have in your name, these are the things that you could be possibly chasing after and not realize that they're fleeing you for a reason, right? So, for an example, the 3 represents communications. It represents self-expression, artistic, being a person that wants to be outspoken, a person that wants to communicate and drive information. Man, I think my mic popped up. But the thing is that you might want to be an actress or an actor. And you're like, what? Or you might want to be a singer. Because singing or acting is about communications. Well, guess what? You can't land no acting gigs. You can't get no singing gigs. You up here trying to sing so bad and stuff like that, that life is passing you by because you're chasing after something that is not allowing you to achieve. And the reason that's happening is because of your past life is the reason why you get a karmic debt in the first place. Because something in your past life, you were doing something negative or doing something unrighteous in your past life to where you have to pay for it in this life. So whatever you're chasing after is causing and letting you know what you did in your past life to cause you to have this karmic debt in the first place. Hope this is making sense, right? So, based off of that, my job is to help you to identify the problem as well as help you find the solution to the problem. And what you don't know about your name, which is so amazing, that blows my mind when I discovered this, was that even in my name is the solution to my problem. So guess what, guys? The solution is in your name to every problem you've ever experienced. So if it's learning how to be a leader, a person that knows how to connect, communication, what type of work you should be doing, what type of creative person you should be, what type of relationships you should be, how you should be thinking consciously, what kind of money you should be making, or how you're supposed to serve humanity. If you're having any trouble in any one through nine of those things right there, is that this right here will tell you exactly where the solution is. And this is what you'll all find out when you tap in and book a session with me, so that we can go ahead and discover what you've been struggling with and be able to connect to the solution. Question, comments, or chat.
Look, them sessions, man. Shoot me the email. Shoot me the email right now. My boy's going in. Hold on. What? We got a question in the chat right here. How does the concept of karmic retribution influence our understanding of personal responsibility and accountability? How does the concept of karmic retribution influence our understanding of personal? That's a good question, actually. That's a great question.
That's a great question. Retribution. So is that the payback? Help me to understand that definition. Retribution. Can we define retribution? Because I want to make sure I'm giving a good.
Yeah, of course.
A good
pull up the
response.
Let's pull it up real quick then. What does retribution mean?
Here's the definition of retribution: punishment inflicted on someone as vengeance for a wrong or criminal act.
Okay. Now we have a clarity, right? So I would have to agree that is exactly what the karmic that is. So I had a client here the other day, and we did a past life progression. And it's crazy because when I took her back for the karmic that she's caused, it showed her what she was doing in a past life to others. Fast forward to present life, is the same thing that she had to go through that she did to others. She had to experience for herself. So to answer your question, yes, this is retribution. But you have to get it cleared up. So what did I do to help her to clear up that debt? I took her back to experience, to resolve the issue that she caused. And obviously, she made her peace with it. And she gave what was necessary to give back in order to resolve the debt at that particular time. What we don't understand is that our minds are so wow, so amazing. It is on a whole nother level. We have no idea the spiritual powers that we have. We can time travel spiritually, go back, change the past to affect the future. Just like that. So there's no such thing as you can't fix it. Everything can be fixed. Everything. That is the most powerfulest thing I had to experience and understand pertaining to this. This is why I'm in love with doing this, because it blows my mind when I take big people back to a past life. And what you'll find out too, that just because you black now, don't mean you wasn't white in the past life. But
oh boy, you about to start something. You about to start. Listen.
I digress.
Listen. You about to start some shit with that.
Hey, I know.
You gonna tell me my past life? I could have been YT my last life.
Yo, but see, it's crazy because I took a young lady back to her past life, and she found out that she was a white tea man.
Oh wow.
She found out that she was a white tea man in a past life, experiencing what she did to others in this life.
That's
And it's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy. I mean, and y'all can. It don't matter, man. We don't. It's deeper. It's so deep. It's what we dealing with. We're infinite beings, man. We're infinite beings. We could be anything at any time. We're infinite beings.
That's facts. That's facts. That is absolutely facts. That's facts. Damn. So listen, man, if you haven't hit the email already, man, definitely hit the email. Hit us up. Book your own private session with the High Priest. High Priest, if anything else you want to continue to expound and build on, the floor is all yours, bro. You said earlier how you connected to the planets, and I don't think I've ever seen you connect nobody's name to the planets. You generally just do the numeric reading to it. But I know people now are really into astronomy, astrology, and what's your sign? I'm a Cancer, I'm a Capricorn, I'm this, I'm Aquarius, so that's why I act like this. How much influence do our star signs have on our personality versus our names?
So they're both intertwined. They're both they're both connected, and this is why there's so much to you, because it doesn't stop there with Gematria, numerology, astrology, the planets. That's a lot. It's a whole combination, right? So that whole combination consists of, right, again, we're talking about numerology as far as numbers go. As the numbers go, 1, right? Numerology, then I do astrology, and then I do the planets, right? But there's also another one too. I ain't gonna get into it today, but there's also a thing called frequency, sound. So there's also a frequency that you should do too, if you want to affect true change in your environment and sound. You ever heard? I know you've heard of sound healing.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So again, so let's just use 1 as an example. Even though 1 is talking about leadership, right? But in astrology, it's talking about Aries. And that's the first sign of the zodiac. And then in the planet, we're talking about the sun. So you got a leader, Aries, and the sun. So that's a person that name starts with an A. Because if your name starts with an A, this would be the combination of how I determine how to read into what's going on with you. So if you got leadership, the Aries, and the sun, we already know that that 3 combination alone is a dominant energy. They dominate to lead on all levels. So this is these people definitely cannot be in second to anything. They just don't do second to anything, and it's hard for them to even work for anybody or take orders, because these are people that are good at being in a leadership role. No matter, you could put this type of energy in any leadership role in the world, and they will feel at home with it. Why? Why would they feel at home with it? Because A is in the first position and 1 comes. So that means if my name is Antoine, which my name starts with A, you put me in a leadership role anywhere, I'm going to be at home with it. I'm a thrive, because that's what my energy is used to. So what people don't know is that if you have a certain type of energy, you can put it in that position and it will thrive in that position. So you can't lose. This is why a lot of people are having trouble with getting in rhythm with life, because they don't know the role that they're supposed to be in. And because you don't know the role you're supposed to be in, you're having trouble with being on stable ground or keeping a strong foundation. Or people are just not, they're not comfortable. They have to be placed in a place where they're comfortable at, and where they're comfortable at, they will thrive the most. Right? You put me in a leadership role, I'm gonna thrive. When I was in sales, I was number one in sales in the country, in this country, for 17 weeks in a row. I was the leader in my office in sales. I rose to the ranks. I became a general manager in 5 months. Who becomes a general manager in 5 months? Only leaders, because I knew the leadership role. I knew I would be comfortable there, and I knew how to get there. And when I became a general manager, I hit bonus for 2 years in a row. So it's like, when you put in those positions, you will thrive. And this is what I'm trying to share with everyone. Once you know your position in life through the information in your name, you will be able to thrive in any situation, or that particular situation that you were supposed to be in. Does that make sense? So let's use another example. Real quick. So we know what the one position means, right? We know it's leadership. Astrology means it's the Aries, and the planet is the sun, because it's in the first position. So let's say we put a B in the first position. So let's say the person's name is Bob. Let's just make it up. Here you go, Bob. Bob is the B is in the first position, but we know B is the second letter of the alphabet. Is y'all following me? You following me so far? So if Bob and the B is a second letter, are they comfortable with leadership? No, I don't think so. They're not going to be comfortable with leadership like that. They're going to be comfortable with working with the leadership or following the leadership.
Big difference.
They're more connected to leadership.
Yeah.
Because there are two, and two means to connect. Two means to unite. Two means to attract. So this person is going to be more attracted to leadership. So they're going to be on a team, but that's not started by them, but be on a team with a bunch of leaders that are started by somebody else. Big difference, right? But these people are going to get ridiculed. I'm only laughing because the reason I'm laughing, right? I play flag football, right? And we know the number one position on the team is the quarterback, right?
Right.
Well, my quarterback name starts with a B. And he be pissing me off, right? Because, I don't like the way he throw the ball. When it's time to be in clutch, when it's time to, clutch and be in a winning position, he be fragile. And I be getting on him. And me being an Antoine with the A in the first position, and this B, which is a sensitive energy, in the first position, I be getting on him. And this is the controversy. And my teammates be like, yo, stop. You need to stop doing that, man. You're hurting his feelings. But he don't belong there. That's why I be so angry. But
the whole time that's not the spot he need to be in.
That's not the spot he's supposed to be in.
Wow.
And but I can't tell my teammates this because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about with this stuff here. Right? My teammates, just my teammates. I just play flag football, right? We just play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell them about this because it'll go over their heads. That's not what they're dealing with, right? But I know B don't belong in a quarterback position. That's a leadership role. Quarterbacks are leaders. He don't belong there at all. So I'm always complaining. I stay complaining. I be like, yo,
You said that
I
like
say, yo,
that.
the
Brent
quarterback
Favre.
is trash, man. We got to get a new quarterback.
Wow.
But this is
Wow.
what happens when you know this information. This is what happens. You will know automatically who belongs where in anything that you're dealing with, even with your children. If you got children, I name my children a certain way to be able to determine what I expect them to do in life. I even raise them according to the energies of their name. So I know what they're supposed to be doing. My daughter's name starts with an A. I put her on all leadership stuff. My son's name starts with an 8. So I put him in charge of stuff. I tell him to go make me some eggs. Guess how old he is? He's 2. And he knows how to make eggs from scratch. I will show you the video, but my phone is up. But anyway,
Damn.
this is what you'll understand dealing with this type of information. And it makes me laugh because I'm just like, when are they going to get this guy out of here, man? Because I'm tired of him being the quarterback. His name starts with a B. And he can't come through in the clutch, man. He can't come through. We go to the championship at least 3-4 times, and he be like, and he throws up in a time when we need him to come through. But again,
All the Bobs out there. Get the fuck out the way.
all the Bobs out there,
Get out the way.
don't go,
Well, listen.
don't go for the leadership, bro.
I don't mean to curtail it, but before we get out of here, man, we have to. I'm interested to see what the name Jesus comes out to.
Oh, yeah.
It was asked a little bit earlier, and they were saying between the Jesus and the Emmanuel, Black people always say there's something about the name Jesus, or there's power in the name Jesus. Let me look it up real quick because I want to see this real quick. What does it mean? There's power in the name Jesus.
Well,
The phrase there's power, the power in the name Jesus means the name of Jesus is powerful, and that when people invoke it, they are invoking Jesus himself. The name Jesus is said to have many powers, including casting out demons, healing the sick, raising the dead, bringing peace, installing courage, transforming hearts, enabling people to proclaim the gospel, redeeming from sin. The name Jesus comes from the same Hebrew name as Joshua, who is Moses' successor and led the Israelites into the promised land. The name Jesus literally means God saves. I mean, that's according to that, though.
Yeah.
That's according to that, though.
Yeah. What is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jesus is a master number. Right? Now, you see that J is in
Okay.
the first position.
Let me get you up on the big screen. Hold on.
Yeah, you see that J is in the first position. Again, this is the J, but the J is the 10th letter of the alphabet. So anytime you got a 10th or a 0 next to a number, that means multiples. So he's a multi-talented leader. Multi-talents. And we, based off of the story, it says that he had many talents. right? He healed, he walked on water, he turned water to wine, he cast out demons. That's a lot of talents. Necromancy, all that good stuff, right? So it just goes back to show, based off of anybody name that starts with the letter J is a guy that knows a lot of people because they do a lot and they know how to make friends. But these are also gatekeepers. These people are gatekeepers. They don't let you get in a circle unless they can trust you and know that you're going to be 100% loyal. And don't be ignorant around these type of people because they hate ignorance with a passion, right? I know I'm talking about you, Minister. But the thing is that
Nah, you,
I'm like, the minister, like, hey, that sounds like me. Hold on.
that's good stuff though. Keep going.
But the thing is that these people are very, they really cherish friendship on a whole nother level. Like friendship to them is like everything. It's their world. It's what they communicate with. This is friendship, and that brotherhood is what makes them like really become. It really helps cultivate who they are and how they are able to really be a part of a huge family. Because this is about a family, especially when it comes to brotherhood, sisterhoods. Anybody name starts with a J, brotherhood, sisterhoods are just a whole nother level of, how can I say, it's a whole nother level of who these people are and their understanding to what this is all about, because it's the camaraderie of the knowledge and the wisdom, because this means knowledge and wisdom to them based off of the people that they are associated with. And these people are very protective. Very protective. So when Jesus had his 12 disciples, he was also trying to protect them as well in that process, because he didn't want nothing happening to them based off of his actions. So these people are really, really cautious and really considerate to their actions, and they're not going to do anything in the world or to anybody that they wouldn't want their people in their circle to do for them. So they're the first to demonstrate what they expect from the people in their circles, right? So this is why Jesus has so many followers, because he was willing to do it himself. He's like, look, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And then y'all could do greater things than me. What he said.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's fact. That's fact.
But this is people with names that start with the letter J. They tell you, hey, I'm not your God. They literally be saying this. People with J's, they be like, yo, I'm not your God. You could do greater things than me. But they're going to also be very protective of who they let in their circle, because these are the gatekeepers. These people, they have a massive brotherhood or sisterhood of people that they're connected to. But
that's fact.
But again, this energy is talking about what we're talking about. But we're talking about the two vowels. I ain't talk about that part. You need to pay attention to the vowels in your name. What does the vowels mean? The vowels are talking about your emotional side. So 5 and 3, which is right here, 5 and 3 comes to an 8. So emotionally, he was on some, I am the authority. You can't get to the Father unless you come through me. This is what he was talking about. And this energy is also, they don't have a problem putting you down. And I mean unalive you. This energy does not have a problem with putting you down and unalive you. Because these people will go to the dark side. And if we know anything in the story about Jesus, he's definitely taking a trip on the dark side. Right? So keep in mind that this energy is definitely just talking about really being able to go through a transition. This is a transitional, emotional transition. As we saw when he came out of Egypt, right? He transitioned, or when he went to, based off of the story, he said that he was going to rose in 3 days.
Well, you get to look at even before that, right? There had happened the transfiguration takes place
There you go.
before you get it, and this is Matthew 17. Let's just read this real quick for some context, real quick. It says, where we at? It says Matthew 17. After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James, and led them up to a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun. His clothes became white as light. Just then appeared before them Moses and Elijah talking with Jesus. Now we know that Moses was way before Jesus, and so was Elijah, and so was Elisha, both way before him. But in this case, he has transformed himself or transfigured himself, and he's having a conversation with these two elders who've been dead for a couple hundred years. So that was his first transfiguration, and the supposed resurrection was the second time he was able to transfigure himself. Just in case we are a little bit confused about what the term transfigure means, so we're not led into speculation. I think it's very important to understand what that is.
Yeah, if you could do me a favor too, if you could look up Scorpio.
Okay, change form or appearance. It's
transfigured. Sign of Scorpio and transformation.
Just the word itself. Just the word.
Put Scorpio on transformation.
Oh wow.
What does it say?
That's crazy.
Scorpios are known for the ability to transform and reinvent themselves. So we know Scorpio is in the 8th house, right?
Yep.
So if
Jesus
Scorpio is in the 8th house, we're talking about what he was doing. This is what he did emotionally. And when you do it with your emotions, you tap it into a unattainable energy with no structure.
Wow.
Emotions is an energy with no structure. So when he transformed or transfiguration or transformed based off of this 8, knowing that 8 is the 8th house of Scorpio, we know he was in his Scorpio emotions. And then, you have to do the research on that. But emotionally,
I want to add value to that. There's actually three 8s in his name. There's 3 8s in his name.
3 8s in his name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
Write down his original name. I got you. I'm gonna show you real quick.
What?
No, I'm gonna show you. Write down I-E-S-O-U-S. Jesus. During his time, the letter J wasn't invented. Got dodged a hijack on that one. Okay, we got that.
I-E-S-U-S.
I-E-S-O-U-S.
O-U-S. Okay, good. Got it.
We're gonna go over to the Greek Gematria. Standard Greek Gematria. Numerology, because that's a Greek name. All right. So for that first I, it's iota. That's gonna be 10, right? The number 10 beside that. Iota.
Okay.
What's next? E, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the E is gonna be eta. If not, it's epsilon. I think it's gonna be eta though. It's eta or epsilon. I can't remember off the top. And what's the next one? S.
Wait, you said what? S?
What's the next letter after the E?
S.
S. Okay, that's gonna be sigma 200. Okay. You got sigma. What's the next one? O. O is going to be Omicron 70. And then the U, epsilon 400. Okay.
It's 200. Right?
What happened?
200 on the S. Wait,
Yeah.
what was that E? What was the E?
E is going to be eta 8.
8. Got it.
Right. Yeah. Both S's are 200.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tally it up real quick. It should be 888. If not, we go back and replace the eta with epsilon, but I'm pretty sure it's eta though. It should be 888. It should be. Tally everything up. What's the total?
888.
That's the total?
So the way the math works on this.
Do the big numbers first. 400.
Yeah, 800. You got 800. You got 7 plus 10. That's 80. Then you got 2. So you're
That's it. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah, told you.
Yeah.
888. Now, if you take the first through 7th degree of masonry, because this is going into the cryptic brotherhood that Jesus was a part of. If you write down number 1 through 7, I'm gonna give you the symbol of I'm gonna give you the Yahudi symbol, or the symbol of the Yahudis, of which Jesus was supposed to be a part of. Right, 1 through 8.
1 through 8.
Well, write it horizontal. I apologize. Horizontal, not vertical. This is the cipher of Jesus. He represents the 888, and the verse force represents 666, but this is the 888 though. Now you're gonna connect the first and 7th degree, just 1 through 7.
Okay.
Connect the 1 and 7th degree. Yep. Now connect the 2 and the 6th degree, 2nd and 6th degree.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta draw your lines a little bit more distinctive. Then connect the 3 and the 5.
The 3 and the 5.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, it doesn't look like it. I mean, had you drum a little bit more ambiguous, it would have came out to the Jewish menorah. It looked like the menorah symbol. And then of course the 4 in the middle, you just circle that. That's the power number. 1 plus 7 is 8. 2 and 6 is 8, and 3 and 5 is 8. That's 888. The same. Now that's the symbol of Jesus. And I showed you the number in his name, and it's a symbol of Jesus. Again, Jesus is just the 888. This is the Masonic standard of cracking the cipher, along with the Greek gematria. This is the Greek gematria. This is the one I learned, the Greek gematria. But I learned how to decipher Jesus, Solomon, breakdown. Just who everybody really was by that cipher. Go ahead.
So what they would consider this to be, this is advanced level.
Oh, see, that's what I learned.
Yeah, you skip kindergarten.
Oh, okay. Wow.
To the advanced level.
Yeah.
Because now we're talking about getting into the language.
Yeah.
The ones you was mentioning.
And that's what I studied. Yeah, the language. Yeah.
So because those languages are ways to invoke magic.
Gotcha.
And it ties back into the Kabbalah.
Yep. That's what I started at. Catholic
Yeah.
teaching. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to demonstrate. I know a little something, you
Yeah.
know. And it's the same thing with
You got to get that foundation though. That foundation.
yeah. I know a little bit because I was able to take Solomon and take all the vowels out, which are all 3 O's, because there's no vowels, and it's dealing with the abjad. There's no vowels. Take the vowels out. Those 3 O's represent salt, sulfur, and mercury. And
So
then the SLMN represents the radiance degrees on how the Masons built their temple. Hold on. How the Masons built their temple. And that's what Masons always say to one another. How is the Masonic temple positioned on the highest mountain on the lowest valley, representing the chambers of King Solomon's temple? And you can actually take the word Solomon and break that shit down. Go ahead.
So what you're doing is when you deal with the triple numbers that are the same, you're invoking the angels because these are angel numbers. So when you talk about the Seth and all that stuff, those are the archangels. So now you're communicating with the angels, the archangels of this system. That's what this is about.
Oh, it's long.
So,
It's long. Okay. Well, hey, listen.
no, but I'm saying
I just want to demonstrate.
this is magic, right?
I know a little something.
You're dealing with the magic. This is high level. This is high level Kabbalah. This is why the Juicies are able to be in a position at the end because they practice this.
Wow.
This if we do that, if we know this,
yeah,
this right here, oh, next level.
Should have moved a little different out here.
We taking over tomorrow. 24 hours. It's over. It's a wrap.
Shit move a little different out here. Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
These are angel numbers right here, ladies and gentlemen. Go get your book on angel numbers.
So that's people talking about like the time say 11:11 or it's 4:44, blah blah blah. Okay.
Angels. You're talking to the archangels. And we all have guardian angels that protect us. So that's your guardian angel communicating with you. Now it's important for you to go and figure out what the interpretation is. That interpretation has a lot to it. As you know, in the Kabbalah system, they have values on angel numbers. But again, it's the language that you got to understand in order to comprehend what is being said, because they're invoking all the time. It's wild. Like when we get into this level, you taking on a different type of armor. Like the money's different over there. I'm just saying.
To the money different over there. Okay.
The money's different.
Okay. That's what's up. Hey man, if anything else from the audience, man, more names, whatever, definitely shoot us an email. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us for this almost 2-hour stint on this evening. Shouts out to the good brother, the high priest, for definitely coming to knocking it down, knocking out names, getting people, and we did get a couple emails too. So I was shooting y'all the email tonight with the link. Definitely hit the link, man. Go ahead and book your session before the year's out. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me just say one last thing too. I get it, right? Not everybody can go, right? Let's just be honest, right? Everybody can't go. Everybody can't book a session. We get it. But what we want to do is we want to also help people to get a session by helping us push this information. And when you're able to push this information, we can be able to help you get a session. So, brother M.O.I. is going to put it out there for those that send out emails, but everybody should send their email regardless. Just send your email regardless.
Right, that's it. That's it. Just shoot the email regardless. Yeah,
send them the email regardless, because we got other things coming in the pipeline that will allow you to expand the platform, which is from TV and M.O.I., including myself. We want to expand the platform, but we also want to be able to get you involved in being a part of this so that you can be able to monetize from this as well. So send your email regardless. Everybody should send their email. because we've got things coming in the pipeline. We want y'all all to be a part of it. And this is what this is really about. So this is just not us. It's for everybody.
There you go. It ain't for everybody. That's what's up. Hey man, been a dope ass episode with your boy the High Priest and me, the boy Misinformation, man. Thank y'all for riding with us. Appreciate to the big bro for tapping in today, man. On the whiteboard. And let y'all know, I asked him, bro, get on the whiteboard. They got to see it worked out. Because just saying it is one thing, but when they see it, it's another whole nother situation when you actually see it, man. So
I know we're going to
definitely,
teach them.
definitely hit the email, man. Hit the email, man, and tap in. We come back next week too with our movie review. We didn't get a chance to do it this week. I just had so much going on this week, man. And even today, man, my dog went out in the woods and got attacked by something. So we went to the veterinarian for 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, you got to take her to the vet in the morning to get sewed up or whatever. Something got her. You know, she huh?
Coyotes is out here.
Nah, probably like a deer. Something just poked her. It wasn't an deer. She might fall on the stair. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I don't know. But so all that happened today, you know, of course, every Sunday, you know, it's like family time. It's Sunday dinner time too. So that was on top of that situation. So we got a chance to slide in here, but next week, definitely gonna do our movie review. Bringing the High Priest back with myself and the good sister Shantae coming back on here to do a movie review. We're gonna do what's it called? The Butler, I think. The Butler. And then we're gonna do Django after that. We might just do Butler and Django together to knock them out. And then after that, we're gonna start going into black TV shows and black TV series like Good Times, Sanford and Son, Martin, and just trying to revigorate and that era of the late 90s, early 2000s when we was living a little bit different as a people. Then we'll go back in time and also deal with the transition from gospel to R&B, from R&B into other genres of music on the Chitlin circuit. So we're gonna take y'all back through stuff like that. But we're gonna show through movies like Cadillac Records and things of that nature to show you how the hijack happened of the music and the culture and everything started to change. So different tap in week by week, man. We appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Another episode of the Gematria with the High Priest holding it down, pound for pound, in the building, man. Anything else you got, bro? Hit that email. That's what I got. Hit the goddamn email.
Hit the email, man. It's worth it. Just hit the email. Hit the email so we can introduce you to what we're about to expand off to. So
that's what's up.
Peace and blessing, family. I'll
Thank
do it
you.
again and put you again.
Hold tight in the green room, bro. Hold on a second. All right, y'all. Another dope episode, man. M.O.I. in the building, man. Be sure to share this. Be sure to like this. Everybody on YouTube and Facebook, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Shouts out to Crumb TV, man. Peace and love to everybody out there, man. Another outstanding episode. And we'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.